What's new in CloudBees CI 2.462.1.3? On August 7th, 2024, CloudBees CI 2.462.1.3 was released. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the changes that occurred in that release. Also on August 7th, Jenkins LTS 2.462.1 was released. On August 8th, I did a video with Mark Waite talking about the changes in that release. If you're curious about all the changes that are in Jenkins LTS, the link to that video is down in the description. If you've never taken a look at the release notes for CloudBees CI before, let me show you how to get there. We're going to start at docs.cloudbees.com. Under Documentation, let's go to CloudBees CI, and then under the Documentation dropdown in the left nav, select Release Notes. And now we're on the home page for the release notes for CloudBees CI. Now, one of the first things I want to call out to you is this important block right at the top of the page. If you skip versions when you upgrade, refer to previous versions of the release notes for any relevant known issues or upgrade notes. Well, what does that mean? Again, the current release is 2.462.1.3. Let's say I was upgrading from 2.452.2.4. I would need to go through the release notes for 452.3.2 and also the release notes for 452.4.1 prior to doing my upgrade to 2.462.1.3. As a CloudBees CI client, we recommend an assisted update to help you make the update process easier. There is a link down in the description about how to get help with an assisted update. Now, first up, we're going to take a look at the release notes for traditional platforms, and then we'll take a look at whatever's different for modern cloud platforms. So for traditional platforms, the first thing that we see is that there was a security advisory associated with this release. If we take a look at that security advisory, what we're going to see is that there was a medium and also a critical. So since there was a critical release associated with this full release, the recommendation is to go ahead and upgrade to 2.462.1.3. Let's go ahead and go back to our release notes for traditional. Now at the very top here, what we see under upgrade notes is there's an administrative monitor for Tomcat end of support in October of 2025. What you'll see here is an administrative monitor has been added to advise customers how to migrate from Tomcat to a CloudBees Linux package. If you are currently running CloudBees CI within Tomcat, I highly recommend you go ahead and take a look at how to migrate to a Linux package. Let's go ahead and scroll down. We'll see for this release, there are no new features. There are a number of feature enhancements. The feature enhancements cover both CloudBees Pipeline Explorer and also CloudBees High Availability. If we go ahead and scroll down to the next section for resolved issues, again, a various number of fixes for CloudBees HashiCorp Vault plugin, CloudBees Pipeline Explorer, and also CloudBees High Availability. Let's go ahead and go over to our modern cloud platform. And if we go under resolved, we'll see two issues that are specific to modern cloud platform. The first one is boot failures cause the controller pod to hang. So what was happening in the past? If there was ever a startup process that got terminated by a boot failure, then that pod would not become ready or attempt to restart the container. It would just hang. So that has been resolved with this release. And finally, the resolve detected dubious ownership and repository error when using an AWS EFS volume. So if you're running CloudBees CI for modern cloud platforms on AWS and using EFS as your backing store, every once in a while you would see a get error. Again, for this release, that has been resolved. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to us on X at CloudBees. If this video was helpful to you, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to CloudBees TV yet, why not? Take a moment, click on that subscribe button, and then ring that bell, and you'll be notified anytime there's new content available on CloudBees TV. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.